Hi Super Kid, today's lesson is on Nelson Mandela. Are you ready? Let's go. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This quote was said by the great Nelson Mandela. In today's topic, we're going to be looking at the interesting biography of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a South African political leader, an icon of freedom. After spending 27 years in prison for speaking out against the system of apartheid, which is a system where black people were not allowed to vote, to go to the same schools with the whites, to shop in the same stores with the whites, or to live in the same areas as white people. He tried to combat violence with violence because he got so angry with the beatings and murderings of black people. And because of his actions, he was sentenced to prison for life. He was subjected to inhuman conditions in prison because he was black, which includes poor food, hard labor, such as breaking the rocks in the hot sun, and only one letter or visitor every 6 months. Being in prison gave Mandela a new perspective, and though people expected him to emerge angrier when the government decided to end apartheid, he wanted to build a rainbow nation where every person would be equal, like the colors in a rainbow. Mandela emerged with a message of forgiveness and reconciliation. And in the first free election, Nelson Mandela became the first president of South Africa and was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 as a man who lost so much but taught the nation and the world the power and importance of forgiveness. Nelson Mandela is referred to as a symbol of hope and a reminder that change is possible, even in the darkest of times. Let me briefly share 5 lessons that you can learn from the life and legacy of Nelson Mandela. The first lesson is the power of education to change the world. Mandela believed that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. He himself was an avid learner, and his thirst for knowledge allowed him to understand the power of words and ideas to inspire change. Second lesson is the courage in the face of fear. Mandela taught us that the courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. He faced many challenges and overcame his fears, leading the way for his nation and inspiring others to do the same. Third lesson, he taught us that freedom for all, not just for yourself, but also for others. Fourth lesson is forgiving one another, because holding on to unforgiveness and resentment only poisons yourself and not only those that you resent. Lastly is self-reflection. He taught us you can only change the world around you by changing yourself. Wow! To round it up, Nelson Mandela was a true leader and visionary, and will forever be remembered as an inspiration to people everywhere. And his legacy will continue to impact the world for generations to come. Points of action you should take note of, Super Kid. You can learn from Nelson Mandela and let go of resentment, hatred, and embrace forgiveness and reconciliation. You can start from family, friends, and those around you. You can take inspiration from this saying by Nelson Mandela. He said, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." Well, it won't. Thank you once again for watching Super Kid. Continue to be brave and forgive, and I'm cheering you on all the way. See you in the next lesson. Have a great day.